U.S. stocks fell Thursday, as investors dealt with renewed fears of a Russian invasion of Ukraine as the U.S. and its allies accused Moscow of continuing to build up troop level. How are stock indexes trading? The Dow Jones Industrial Average DJIA, minus 1.24%, fell 302 points, or 0.9%, to 34,632. The SP 500 SPX, minus 1.27%, was down 39 points, or 0.9%, at 4,436. The Nasdaq Composite SHCOMP, minus 1.23%, declined 147 points, or 1.2%, to 13,977%. On Wednesday, a mixed session saw the SP 500 gain 0.1%, while the Dow slipped 0.2% and the Nasdaq Composite fell 0.1%. What's driving the market? Investors were being whipsawed by Ukraine-Russia headlines, with the latest development seeing NATO accuse Moscow of misleading the world over troop withdrawals, saying that country had instead moved in about 7,000 soldiers. Read, here's the technology being used to watch Russian troops as Ukraine invasion fears linger that backed up an assessment from a U.S. official on Wednesday, though Russia claims it is pulling back. As well, Russian-backed separatists in Ukraine have accused government forces of opening fire on them. The U.S. and its allies have accused Russia of planning to use false reports of attacks on separatists as a pretext for an invasion. President Joe Biden told reporters Thursday morning that a Russian invasion could happen in the next several days. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken will speak about Russia's threat to peace and security at a United Nations Security Council meeting at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, the State Department announced. The market reacted this week as if something significant in the direction of de-escalation has happened, but that doesn't seem to be the case, and yet the market has only partially priced back in a higher level of concern, said the Saxo Bank strategy team, in a note to clients. This geopolitical issue can remain the source of significant market volatility on fresh developments/headlines, especially ahead of the weekend if tensions are escalating again today or tomorrow, said the Saxo team. The uncertainty sent gold prices higher by 0.9% to $1,887.70 an ounce, with the US dollar DXY plus 0.16% modestly higher. Oil prices CL00 minus 2.02% were under pressure, after tumbling in late trade on Wednesday amid reports that the U.S. and Iran were close to reaching an agreement over nuclear talks. Investors sifted through a batch of U.S. economic data, including a rise in first-time jobless claims, a January fall in housing starts and a fall in the Philadelphia Fed's Regional Manufacturing Index. St. Louis Federal Reserve President James Bullard and Cleveland Fed President Loretta Mester are both due to speak later Thursday. Wednesday's minutes of the January Federal Reserve meeting provided few new details for investors who are now pricing about 6 interest rate increases this year, but investors are becoming concerned that the Fed may not be able to slow inflation without slowing the economy. Fed officials will have another round of inflation and employment data before making their decision next month. Which companies were in focus? Shares of Walmart Inc. WMT were in focus, rising 1.6% after reporting fourth-quarter profit and sales that beat expectations and raising its dividend. Fastly Inc. FSLY, minus 30.31%. Shares tumbled nearly 30% after the cloud software company late Wednesday predicted 2022 revenue growth would slow down more than analysts expected. What are other assets doing? The yield on the 10-year Treasury note TMUBMUST 10Y, 1.971% fell 5.2 basis points to 1.994%. Yields and debt move opposite prices. The ICE U.S. dollar index DXY, plus 0.16%, a measure of the currency against a basket of 6 major rivals, edged up 0.1%. Oil futures fell, with the U.S. benchmark CL.1, minus 2.02%, down 2.1% at $91.70 a barrel on the New York Mercantile Exchange. Gold futures GC00, plus 1.30%, rose 1.1%. The Stoxx Europe 600 SXXP, minus 0.57%, fell 0.5%, while London's FTSE 100 UKX, minus 0.95%, lost 1%. The Shanghai Composite SHCOMP, plus 0.06%, edged up 0.1%, while the Hang Seng Index HSI, plus 0.30%, rose 0.3% in Hong Kong, and Japan's Nikkei 225 NIK, minus 0.83%, fell 0.8%.